Hello world! Dave here, you may call me mowdownjoe. Welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. Since last time I kind of upgraded the Fang Repeater just so I can complete a visual. I am an achievement whore. But if you wanted to upgrade the Fang Repeater to level 5 for this who knows where that we're about to go to, I would not put it against you just because of we are going to be facing enemies from all over the wilds in this one. So having the level 5 upgrade for the Fang Repeater, which gives us homing shots, absolutely insane, would be very useful against peckers. But I'm just going in with my musket and a sneaky decoy and my hammer, so it's a reliable setup, I feel. But yeah, that all said, we got a who knows where coming up, but you know the whole deal. 20 waves of enemies, 1 arena, and a whole lot of backstory, this time on Zia.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Like I said, Zia's probably just as important as the kid in this case, and also Zolf, but we'll see him later. Zia, where are you going? And I have to wonder why the kid is dreaming of Zia. Then again, I don't know. I think there's a reasonable reason.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
He's thinking about his about a girl that he met once that sang him a beautiful song. Also, stink eyes. Really, really annoying stink eyes. But, you know, these guys, like I said, we've dealt with these guys a lot before. Nothing fancy.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia.
And next wave, just wallflowers. Consider nothing out of the ordinary for us. Well, most of these enemies, like I said, aren't anything weird, but it's not, I kind of like how Rux is telling this one as if it was a fairy tale. That's actually kind of a cute way of doing it, you know.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
That's actually kind of sad, the fact that she's an orphan, but yeah, well. Yeah, like I said, we're dealing with a lot of peckers here.
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
Talk about post-war paranoia, jeez Louise. But, I mean, I have to say one thing, though. Let me see, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the reason why I brought in this musket is just because, well, those damn peckers. There's also the reason I turned off Pith, because I don't need peckers moving 20 miles an hour.
Mama passed away from birth and complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
That is a really lousy life she's led. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I don't think those stink clouds will kill us, but we can't block them either, so we're just gonna go ahead with the old over-under. So, and the stinkweeds are annoying. Okay, so stinkweeds do damage to us. I could use that to intentionally invoke Were-Whiskey, but let's not do that this wave. That's a little too early.
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's Mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Never really learned too much about who the Mancers were, which is a little sad. Oh, lunkhead. But, I mean, we kind of learned some of the experiments they were doing, but beyond that, it's kind of nebulous what the Mancers' jobs were. I mean, we got the slinger, we know about the law enforcement, we know about what the Masons did, because, well, they're Masons. Never really learned too much about the Mancers, which is weird.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. Yeah,
we'll learn exactly why we don't want to learn about the Mancers. And the plus side, I do like how this arena actually has some cover for us to use. Absolutely, very nice. And there's also no enemies that'll break the floor out underneath us. Really, that is probably the most BS thing ever.
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books. Gained a knack for strings and songs.
I could have told you that. I mean, it seems kind of obvious just listening to her. But she is she is talented, and you know, nothing wrong with someone wanting to preferring music as a hobby. I mean, music's a great hobby as far as I'm concerned. Come at me, Pecker.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Kids are so mean. Don't even ask me about my childhood. It's just, oh, stupid stinkweeds. Yeah, I hate these stinkweeds. I hate... Wallflowers aren't too bad, though, but the stinkweeds... We haven't seen that variety of stinkweed yet, but take a guess when we'll see them soon. We actually probably came here a little early, but oh well. Ooh, and were whiskey's in effect.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Or so he led her to believe. Oh boy, we're dealing with an anklegator here, and this is why I brought a sneaky decoy. Well, that and, well, why not? So let's go ahead and leave that up, and... Poor sucker. And just go ahead and charge up another focus attack. Yeah, Queen Anne decides to come out for round 3. Oh, round 2, really. Ah, missed. Oh, well, we'll try it again. Like I said, we've left enough black tonics around here that we can probably go ahead with dealing with Queen Anne this way. Ah! I'm doing terrible with this.
The young man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
And no, that's not just me being in dink with the mixing. For some reason, the audio on my end's kind of gotten a little soft. Don't know what it is. Should have stopped after we dealt with Queen Anne there, but if you're gonna have, it's very, very soft for me. So maybe. Oh no, wait. Stupid me hit my volume controls on my headset. Derp. I swear, I make the dumbest mistakes. Yeah, these wallflowers aren't really much of a threat as long as you don't get close.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
What? That sounds like a... I mean, you'd have to really love a girl to actually take the time to learn a foreign language just to impress her. And then your father goes and says, "No, this boy is not right for you. Get him the hell out of your life." That's just. I thought the Ceylonians had racism.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
So that's like a tribal thing? That seems so stupid in my opinion. If you ask me, I mean. If someone actually wants to take the time to learn your language, and so that way they can show you some deal of respect, well then let them show you some deal of respect. This is gonna be tricky.
Lost my train of thought there.
That's what happens when you die. He always kind of says something like that. He's like, crap, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, I probably should have healed.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
Aw, she was thinking about eloping. That's actually kind of sweet. Yeah, and also the stink eyes still kind of self-destruct if they touch you, so don't let them.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
That sounds scary to me, but yeah, if you two are the crazy lovebirds, not me. I've never knew love like that before. Let me see if I can't try this one more. They bring back build that wall for the last part. Oh. Yeah, I knew this my first time, and it still kind of blew me away. I just wish that these fights in this who knows where weren't so hectic, so that way I could focus on the music, just because. Come on, build that wall! It's so good! Yeah, But these stupid little anklegators, these are smaller, faster ones. Why couldn't you be more like Queen Anne? Whoa! You know, maybe I should be using the damn musket for this part. It does okay damage, but the annoying thing is that normally they have like a little, all enemies have kind of like a little circle around their feet, so that way you can kind of see exactly what their health is. These guys being underground 90% of the time is kind of impossible, so I think no. Ah, it sucks. I had to bring in that. I had to go ahead and bring in the guys for this one. I not even have Piff going, and look at the speed on these things. And they launch you into the air if they get you, so it makes things real pain. Especially when we're dealing with two at once. It doesn't help that this music is so relaxing, and I need to keep tense so that way I don't screw up. I mean, seriously, you try fighting for life or death while this music is playing. It's impossible. I mean, it's too sweet. God damn it. I'll get back to that wave off camera. And we are back to the double madness of the double anklegators. This is gonna be interesting. These guys really move fast. I swear, I only have Javel invoked, so I don't know what's going on as far as... That's like 240 damage a piece, and I don't know why it isn't killing these anklegators. And this is why you leave all these black tonics laying around. Yeah, it may give you... Picking up one while you're full on tonics may give you 10 random experience, but... Again, in this one, you're gonna want to keep a bunch of tonics around, so that way you can just lure these anklegators into one big focused trap. Whoa! Bastard hit me. There we go. We got one of them. That should make this a lot easier now. And in comes Zia. Obviously, I'm doing this one much faster this time.
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city wall.
What? Well, I guess that... Well, the kid did kind of frame himself as a traitor re-listening to that story. No, at least someone that wanted... that. But still, Zia was in love with this kid. I mean, and this kid wanted to just get rid of the Ura, so I guess they both the Ura and Ceylon had their problems with racism, but still, Zia was in love with this kid. She was ready to elope.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
That is just despicable. Why would you use a girl like that? Seriously.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Return to work for the Mancers, and she'd go free.
So, in the end, 0. I'm guessing, though, that work for the Mancers meant he was working for his bail. How could this kid do that? I don't get this kid. See, you pick up some horrible boys. Of course, and I'd say this with, never mind. Yeah, we're almost done here.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den. and lock yourself in.
So yeah, this last wave is nothing. Yeah, it's pretty much the Lung Blossom fight all over again. I thankfully have not died yet this one fight. Oh dear God, they're bringing out all the guns this time. At least thankfully the Lung Blossom's positioned himself in a terrible spot where he can never hit me. That's the problem with these old who knows wheres, that the enemies are just randomly assigned locations and they really don't get much of a say in where they land, and if they get stuck in a position where it's detrimental to them, oh well, that's their fault. Yeah, I think I abused enough Were Whiskey musket shots there, but seriously, Were Whiskey musket? Were Whiskey musk? You come out smelling like a werewolf. Who doesn't want to smell like a werewolf? You smell manly. You smell of manliness and dogs, and those are two things every lady likes, right? Oh, they at least like dogs. Who doesn't like dogs? I like dogs. But yeah, there's nothing left here but the Lung Blossom. There's not going to be like some random enemies popping out of nowhere like, oh, I don't know, the last time. The last wave's not horrible. Meanwhile, I'll just keep quiet so you can enjoy and build that wall.
Someday those tears are gonna spill. So be that morning.
Did build that wall go quiet for anyone else, or is it my headset being derpy again? Or me being derpy with my headset? I can never tell anymore.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Great, we're dealing with the kid's dream mental image of himself. Lovely. 3 of them. Oh, I know what I'm doing against this one. Come at him, bro. Come at him. In this case, they really are bros.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Oh, dear God. Does that mean...
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zia's father caused a calamity. Did they have, like, a nuke or something? Is that what happened? A nuclear bomb just went off under Ceylondia and destroyed the whole continent? I would not be surprised. It seems to be a common theme in all these. I was surprised I didn't level up there, though. Then again, with only a Kobe and no, only Javel, in fact, I guess that was to be expected. Yeah, well, I guess this will be a short episode. Let's get Pith ready for next run, and we have all this cash that's just laying about. I could upgrade something, but nah, let's save it up. Those last few upgrades for all those weapons get really expensive really fast. That was fun. That was fun. I might end up just wrapping it up there. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what? Let's buy this breaching pole, and I'm curious what... No, actually, no, not the dual decider. Yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, family is the most important force in the universe. It is also, coincidentally, the most destructive. Just my views. Take care, everybody.